My name is BryN SoledaD. On Instagram, I'm AscendingSol, S-O-L. And you can also find me on Facebook at BryN SoledaD or on my other page, Illumined Path, Reiki and Life Coaching. So I look forward to seeing you there.
Oh yeah, best life coach in the game.
Thank you, Ethan.
You should definitely get a YouTube.
I know.
For sure.
I need to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea how to do that, but we're learning here. Whoa, Ethan. Oh. Okay, all right. I have a whole bunch of cards here today. I probably won't read all of them, but I'm gonna choose from these depending on how things go. So I'll start with a few, with like our main spread, and then I'll do some clarifications to add on to that. So he just looks so happy. I love to see that. That's
I had a good morning.
All right.
Joined the 5 a.m. club.
Yeah. I hear you. I've been on that one too.
And I just got off work, so it feels nice.
So we're gonna relax now.
All right.
So I'm gonna do the tincture bells first. Yeah, you know all about this.
Oh yeah.
But if you don't mind, I'll just do it right here. I'm really called to do one of these, but I don't know if I want to do it right now. I'm gonna start with a couple of purpose cards and some energy oracle cards. All right, and I'm also gonna pull one soul truth.
All right.
Or if more come out, I'll take them. But these soul truth cards are really deep. And it's a good way to kind of start off because as we start reading, you're going to see the synchronicities.
Okay.
So
everything's going to relate with the soul truth?
Well, typically it does.
All right.
So, yeah. All right. And these are kind of lengthy, so. All right. Where can I create more space? Talk about that. Am I clear on what my soul really wants? Am I ready to let go of the buried shame? What am I waiting for? Someone else to do it for me? What is going on here?
That's hilarious.
I don't know. So, no more thinking, only doing. Be brave, and you will discover what you are really made of. I think you're starting to do that. I think that's kind of where you are already.
Yeah, I would also say I've been super lazy. I think it's the past month. We made so much money, and we got lazy. So I'm starting to kick it back in. That's why I woke up at, I think it's like 5:30 this morning.
Wow.
Just get back into the routine. Go to the gym in the morning. All the good stuff. But what am I waiting for? Oh, that's hilarious.
I'm ready to let go of this buried shame. So it could be anything that's happened in life that maybe you're still holding on to, something from childhood or, you know, somewhere along the line from then to now. So the advice is heal the shame by giving it a name. Bring it to the light and let it be seen, heard, and healed. It's revival season. Replace the shame with your soul's truth. Because you have so much right now that you're achieving and that you're doing. And so if you can let go of anything from the past, you know, that you're kind of holding on to, whether you realize it or not, when you let that go, man, it just takes you like, it's like shooting a rocket, right? It takes you so much further, so much faster.
Yeah, I guess you could say I'm ashamed of all the silly things I did back in high school.
Aren't we all? Whoops. Yep, I hear you on that one. Where can I create more space? So this one is instead of filling yourself up with busy work and things to do, create more sacred space in your schedule, in your home, your mind, your lungs, and in your heart. Take time just to be. That quiet space that you need to rejuvenate yourself, to quiet your mind, to recalibrate yourself, to kind of like reset, and to think about kind of like this card here.
These are weird,
right?
Because okay, so I wake up and I'm starting to wake up at 5 again. Because honestly, what it used to be was I would wake up like right at 9, since that's the time that we need to start going, and I'll be up at 9, still be tired, and then from 9 until like 7:30, that's when I end work, and then we'll go to the gym. But then like that's kind of, I guess, my space, you know, the gym. I love the gym. And then after that, it's just like more work, because we come back from the gym and then we're watching videos to educate ourselves until like 12, 1, and then go to bed. So, and then also I've been telling Will, I was like, man, I think I need a girlfriend so I can go and just hang out with her at the end of the day. So I got someone on my mind. Will knows about it.
Aww, that's cute. And you know, sometimes that can really bring a whole new dimension to your life. You know, like creates a whole level of excitement and helps you see things differently and makes you happier. Hopefully happier.
It's really chill. Like it's all work right now, which is fine. Like,
no, but you have to have fun.
You know?
I mean, like you have to work is great, and there are times when you're going all out at work, but then you also have to know when to pull yourself back and when to rest and when to play, and you know, and when to pray. Rest, play, and pray, right? Or meditate, or just, you know, contemplate, right? Just contemplate, because we can learn a lot by watching, you know, videos and reading books. But we can also learn things from bringing in information from source, or the divine, or your higher self, God, whatever you want to, however you want to say that, right?
Right.
So, and that higher knowledge can really take you to a different place too. So you want to be really aware of things.
Got you.
Take time to listen.
I have a question for you. It's super off topic, but I remember I was doing this, I think it was like 2 weeks ago. I was in the gym on the way, or I was in the car with Will on the way to the gym. I was listening to my music and I was going like this. I swear it feels like a ball in my hand.
It is. It's an energy ball.
Yeah,
You're creating an energy ball. That is real. Oh my gosh. When I was a little kid, my brother was 4 years younger than I am. And he and I went to this antique show, a big antiques mall in Indianapolis with my parents. But my parents kind of went off a little bit. My brother and I went off in our direction a little bit. We got separated for a while. And this man approached us. And he told my brother, you have spiritual gifts, which my brother did as well, right? But he said, you have some spiritual gifts and I want to teach you something. And I'm kind of like, But somehow, I don't know, I felt the guy was all right,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I let it, I didn't take him away.
Right.
And I was curious too, I wanted to know. So he was telling my brother to like focus his energy where you keep your fingers, you know, like about an inch apart or maybe a little bit less, and just feel the energy coming between
I know, right?
your fingers, and then it will form like a circle of energy in there, and then that's that ball that you talked about.
Yeah.
So that energy, you know, I guess you're feeling the energy really strongly, and it created the sensation of weight being in there because you're creating an energy field in there, you know, by keeping it with, and you know, we have a lot of energy that comes like through our fingers. That's why healers use their hands for healing, right? And when you're healing, also you notice that your hands get really, really hot.
Mm-hmm.
They get very hot. And so when you're going over people, they can kind of feel the heat from emanating.
From afar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And actually, people tell me when I do the energy healing long distance, you know, not in person, they still feel the heat of my hands. They can, like
over the phone and stuff.
I just connect with them, soul to soul.
Interesting.
Basically, yeah, it's pretty cool. You can do that because it's you're connecting with their energy, right? Everybody has an energy footprint, right, or their own unique signature in their energy. So you connect with that energy.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, that's the these cards. That's okay. So that's the start. Kind of like some things that are happening to pay attention to. So we'll pull some energy oracle cards and see what's. I am going to read. I'm going to do this past, present, future. Okay, and anything that you need to know, like right now. Right. Angel of Balance. Kind of what we were talking about here too. A man holding a coin. Storm warning, but these are upside down. The garden and the gate. The temple path. Adjacent possibilities. Interesting. Okay. So we do, I believe, in this deck, we're reading them upside down. Okay. Reversed, as they call it. So, Angel of Balance. There's an angel of balance, you know, kind of around you because you need to make sure that you're balancing in order to tap into everything that you need to tap into to take you on these next steps of your journey. Right. So, you are being protected, but it's also telling you to pay attention to balance in your life and to make sure that you are balancing, you know, not going off too far in any direction, right? The man holding the coin, so we'll talk about that, and that's in reverse. So, man holding a coin is sometimes somebody coming to you to give you like advice or a male connection in money, health, or value.
Oh, shout out to Will.
So reverse, this card reveals that you could be acting against your own best interests where money or health matters are concerned. You might be spending a bit too much or simply not be conscious enough about what's really important. If that's the case, become more aware of your choices and priorities and bring more discipline to your life. This card reverse could also be warning of a self-absorbed or dismissive man who may be out for his own advancement, even at the cost of your own. Be conscious of the critical or demanding men around you, and always remember that you alone determine who has the real power in your life. I determine my own destiny. I take financial action and am receiving wonderful assistance from those around me. I think this is, again, also about that balance. You want to read it?
Yeah. Let me read it. Interesting.
Now, the next one that's reverse is storm warning. So storm warning is saying like, hey, something's coming, like a disagreement, or something's gonna go in a way that you don't expect it to go. But in the reverse, that may have already happened, or that's like, and again, I forgot to say that. This was kind of like past, although it kind of leads into the present, okay? So this is past. So there might have been something that kind of came up and it's actually passed by in the storm. Like it didn't really happen, but it could have happened, right? I'm gonna read it because it's better that way. All right. Dark times are behind you, or at least beginning to fall away. You can take heart that sunny skies and better times are on the horizon. This new light may bring a time of reassessment and redirection for you. Let yourself consider where you want to go next. Also spend some time reflecting on difficulty that has passed. Did I not tell you that? All these cards are really related. So, sorry for laughing, but that's basically saying the same thing. Make sure that you're concentrating on what's most important to you, redirect your energies if needed, and take time for reflection. Whether it's about self-love or empowerment, remember to bring these intentions and lessons learned into your bright new path. Because things are going good now. That's what that's saying. All that cleared away, right? The storm cleared, the skies are blue, the sun is shining. Let's move it. So the garden and the gate talks about self-protection, right? So sometimes because of our past hurts, traumas, whatever, or things that we've experienced, we learn to protect ourselves, and sometimes we overprotect ourselves and we keep people at arm's length, right? And so this is saying that you're letting down that guard now so that you can build better relationships with people. You're letting those boundaries that you had maybe a little too firmly come down so you can be more of your authentic self, which is a really good thing.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then the Temple Path is a really cool card, and that's about embracing spirituality, embracing and walking along the path to your destiny. So, I'll read about that. Spiritual purpose and support. So you're also getting support from the spiritual realm. Angels and spirit guides, right? Yeah. There you go. And the angel of balance, it says, which we all have angels around us, and we have our own spirit team that supports us. Sometimes when needed, like we have more, right? Including our ancestors or people who have passed on, people from our bloodline that we don't even know, but they know us on a spiritual level. So, so you're being protected, you're being guided, you're being, you're on that path, and you're opening yourself up to the spiritual, which gives us better guidance instead of being completely grounded in the earthly plane, which can mean that we can get off track in some ways. Like that's where greed and like bad behaviors start if we are too much in the materialism piece of things or worldly things. Makes sense. So it's good to have a balance. So we don't always want to be up here. We don't want to always be too far, like, in the dream world or the spiritual world. Nor do we want to be too much concerned about earthly things. Okay, I'll get to it, like sex, money. You know, if we get too far over there, then it can create bad behaviors, right? We bring in some negative things. So it's good to have that balance, right?
Got you.
The last card is adjacent possibilities, but I don't know what it's telling us in the reverse, so let's take a look at that. I mean, adjacent possibilities means many unconsidered options. So if you read that in reverse, right, you're really looking at all of the options right now, and you're considering options, and that's really where you should be, is to make sure that you are looking at all the options that are available to you to discern what are the best choices for you to make, which are the right directions for you to take, what are the things that are out there for you to grab, right? In the moment, right? Grab it in the moment when it comes to you. Don't let it go if it's a good, opportunity for you, right? And so that's a good thing. And so this is present, right? And then we got this 9 card, so I'm going to use this deck for future and some clarification. My little hands make it hard. All right. Chakra. Light. Temptation. That's what I'm gonna do. So, heart chakra, there's a focus on your heart. You want to focus on your heart chakra. You said you wanted to call in love. So, that's something that's important to you at this time. Is, opening that heart chakra and making deeper connections. Pretty cool. Light, and it's really interesting. I placed this, but I wasn't really watching that, but crown chakra is right on top of light. There's, light is, love and enlightenment and clarity and positivity, right? So you're really calling that light in right now, and you're going to shine bright. And when you are shining brightly with your heart chakra open, you're bringing in a lot of light around you. You're going to be a lot more visible, right? And that's going to bring people like a little magnet to you. So that'll be good for your business.
That is good.
But it's cautioning you to make sure that with what's going on, that you don't, fall into temptation, right? So kind of like what you were saying, I'm going to bounce off what you were saying, okay, on that. And that was that you guys made a lot of money, so you slowed down, right? It's okay to slow down if you need to take a pause and a break and to think and to rest in between.
We didn't need to slow down.
But you have to be cautious to not go into temptation to take your eye off the ball or to go too deeply in the earthly desires, as I was saying, right? Don't go too far down the rabbit hole, right? Keep balance. Right? And not allow yourself to go into temptation, because it will steer you off the path that you're clearly on right now in a really good way, and you're being divinely guided to go down a path. You're going the right direction, right? And you're letting down your guard, and you're being more open to things, and you're looking at possibilities, which means that as those things come to you, it's gonna just keep helping you grow, right? So what's interesting is, this is super interesting to me, when you connect your heart chakra to your crown chakra, your manifestations start going like crazy, okay? So, you know, when your head, your heart, and your divine guidance all come into alignment, you're manifesting at a really fast rate. Okay. And it fell again. Well, it's coming into heart and light, which I think is really interesting. And then that is also crowned by partnerships and alliances. So this is interesting too. Like you have these things coming progressively this way, right? But make sure that partners and alliances don't lead you into temptation too. That was another message that I'm getting here. Okay. And I'm not talking about anybody in particular, only you will know that what that means.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then and something that you should focus on is your throat chakra, which is telling your truths, speaking your truth, saying what you really mean, being not afraid to say things that might be a little tough or that maybe people don't really like.
Right.
You can always say them in a respectful way, but just don't feel afraid to speak your truth and stand up for yourself. Okay. And use your throat because, like, maybe speaking is one of the things, you know, that you're already doing, and that speaking is something that's helping, that is a big part of your mission, right? Your voice.
Right.
Which I believe, because whenever you talk, like whatever you say is really deep usually. Like I find that to be true, and so have other people that have met you here, you know, everybody's pretty much mentioned it, that, you know, you are quiet and you observe, but then when you do speak, it's very meaningful. So
thank you, BryN.
Hone that. And especially for your age, I think that your voice is very mature and very aligned, you know, so you're bringing a lot of maturity and wisdom. Right. So.
Yeah, I definitely grew a lot. I say I speak my truth.
So we have authority here. And again, I just put him down in the way that I was called to put him down, but I think it's really interesting where this is sitting.
Okay.
You're getting me completely on that one. It's on the man holding a coin and the storm warning, the temple path, and adjacent possibilities. So is it you or is it somebody else? That's what you have to determine.
Me or somebody else's
in authority.
What? In authority?
Taking authority. The authoritative figure.
Okay.
I think it's saying make sure that you have your own authority and you don't bow down. I mean, okay. You don't allow somebody else to take your power.
Gotcha.
Be the authority, right? And there is also an authority figure in your life that is teaching you some things and that maybe also help you come out of a storm. That's another thing I see there. I'm getting 2 messages. All right. So now, where is this leading you on your life purpose? And what are the things that you should be aware of for your life's purpose? I'll pull a couple cards here.
Let's see.
travel.
Oh, yes.
Protected. Infinite abundance. Not just any abundance, infinite abundance.
Nice.
And abundance isn't always at all about money. Abundance is in every way of your life. Love and joy and freedom and money. It's like everything. Infinite abundance in all aspects of your life. Okay. Nutrition. Make sure you're focusing on nutrition.
Oh, yeah, you guys know that.
Career change is on the horizon.
Interesting. Maybe we'll start flipping houses.
Yeah. You never know what to do. All right. So beware of those opportunities, because I think this is telling you, and look where that's coming here too, right? So I think it's saying that some of these opportunities or possibilities that are coming are going to make you see that you can take things in a new direction that's going to be really super abundant for you. Right? Now, focus on your nutrition, but maybe you also will help people with some nutritional
Is this on the
advice
future
too. This is your life purpose, like things that you should be aware of on your life purpose, right? So travel is something you should be doing, or that's part of what you do, because you're probably going to take this more than just here. Like whatever you're doing in your career, in your life, is calling you to travel and do it more broadly. Okay. You're being protected. You're safe and supported while you change your career. Interesting. Which is leading to infinite abundance. You're fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose. So we also got a message earlier to really sit down with yourself. Am I going in the direction that I want to be going in? How would I tweak that? What is it that I really want to do? What's calling to me inside for me to do? So heed that, because that's where your abundance will be coming to. Okay. And then nutrition says you conduct healing work with your culinary skills. Do you cook?
Oh yeah, you know it, BryN.
Look at that.
I'm always cooking up in the kitchen.
That's great.
Bill's getting mad and shit about it. He's like, you eat too goddamn much.
Lord, you're way infinitely taller than he is for number one. Oops, I didn't say that, did I? Oh, and you're growing. You're still 19. Come on, you're going to eat a lot. You got to stay healthy. You have to have enough. You have to have enough energy in your body for all these hours you're working and to still grow, because you can still grow till you're like 23 at least. So you got a few more years on you.
Oh yeah.
Eat, dude.
Oh, I eat a lot.
You're working it off, so that's okay. But look at that. You're healing through cooking.
Nice. Even though it ain't the best food.
This doesn't matter. Hey, when food is prepared with love, for real, it tastes better.
I don't know if it's prepared with love, BryN. It's just beef and rice. That's it.
Sounds good. I'm hungry. Well, now listen. That's interesting. Okay. All right. So, now, what's coming to me next? So, one thing that I want to do is with the Moonology cards, some things can talk about, so this is about like phases, timing, that kind of stuff, and when you should look out for like major things coming down the road. So, you know, as you know, the moon phases actually do affect us because we're made of so much water, just like the tides. We are affected in some ways. I don't know if you noticed lately, but a lot of people are really emotional right now. We just had a full moon that was really impactful, and we're getting ready to have a solar eclipse on
Really?
the 19th and 20th of this month.
What is that gonna make everyone do?
Solar eclipses make people a lot more reactive. But solar eclipses are a way to jumpstart to a new cycle and to make big changes in your life.
Gotcha, okay.
So now is the time for infinite abundance. You can really think about when, you know, so we're already, you know, like a little more than a week before that solar eclipse, and we're still within the week of the the full moon. So you might want to be, you know, really setting your intentions right now for the things that you want to achieve. You know, start manifesting even more. Visualize, write it down. You know, take time to really think about it. Burn anything that you need to get rid of, right, in any way. Mental clutter, emotional clutter, physical clutter, just get rid of it. Clutter. It's time to take action. Conclusions are within reach. Balance spirituality and practicality. Goes back to some of the things we already talked about. I think there are 2 cards here too. Gosh. Okay. A win-win outcome is forecast. And adjustments are required.
Well, the only one that stands out to me is this one because I'm a Pisces, so and that's the first one that came out.
Full moon in Pisces. We just had the full moon in Pisces. Win-win outcome is forecast. That's the full moon in Libra. When's Libra? You have to look it up. And then adjustments are required 3rd quarter moon. So, coming up. It's time to take action. New moon in Aries. And conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. But timing may or may not, but it is telling you that something's coming. But those conclusions are within divine timing, not always the timing that we want or that we're putting out there. So sometimes you have to have some patience with outcomes. Just keep believing they're coming because they are coming, right? They just, timing may not be what. I feel like they're coming soon, but just remember that it's not on our time.
Takes time.
Right, because all those like wheels have to be put in motion. Right, for the right things to come, for that next thing to happen, right? So, all right, one more card, and then I'm gonna be done. Yeah, that.
Man, it's a lot more cards than last time.
Right, because we were doing like a quickie reading, right? This time, I'm doing a more in-depth reading for you. Are you cool? On time?
Oh yeah.
I just have this one.
I got time.
these are really, really cool. These are portal cards. So it says Gateway of Light Activation. So it says, I call forth from within the light of source. Thank you for standing at the forefront of my heart and mind. Thank you for activating the ancient wisdom of my soul. I welcome in the support of heaven, earth, the stars, light beings, and beyond. And so it is. So, because we're connected to everything, everything's connected, you know, and we've talked about this, you know, we are ancient souls. We're not our body, we're our soul, right? We're just having an experience in this life. We're learning experiences to take us further. And we've carried with us stuff from previous lives into this life. Sometimes it affects us positively, negatively. Sometimes we're looking to complete ourselves we didn't get to complete in another life, you know? So take that further or learn a new aspect of it, right? So we come here with missions, so to speak, right? Of what we want to learn, what we want to do, and you know where we want to take things, right? For our learning journey. The ancestral realm, karmic release, healing the lineage, boundaries. Maybe some Arcturian light codes. What? Cool. I'm feeling that. Arcturus is a solar system.
Arcturus?
Mm-hmm. And
okay.
some souls on Earth were in Arcturus first. And some of the planets that were habitable in Arcturus aren't habitable anymore. So that's it. So train light codes. Evolutionary downloads, recalling power, future thinking. Arcturus is a great red star that is among the brightest stars seen in the northern hemisphere. It is around 25 times bigger than our sun and can be found just beyond the Big Dipper. Many believe that there are light beings living on a blue planet orbiting Arcturus who are in the fifth or even higher dimensions. Some think that they could be a prototype for what is possible on planet Earth. They are described as blue beings, for when they appear to those who can see them clairvoyantly, they are often blue-skinned or emanating a blue light in their auric field. The Arcturian race are here to help those on Earth who feel called to facilitate healing, and the nutritional healing card.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe something with your voice. Your voice. They guide us to realize that we have a great opportunity to evolve beyond these limited states of mind. And if we don't, we'll be stuck on a karmic wheel for thousands of years before we get to our next opportunity, because we have to evolve spiritually, right? To get rid of the lower, denser, darker, temptation kind of energies, right? And to evolve through those to the more spiritual aspect of things, where we're more connected and we're at a higher vibration or a higher, like a higher calling, right? Some more loving state of being. Anyway, I'll leave that for that one. Ancestral. Karmic release, healing the lineage, boundaries. In every incarnation, we have been blessed to be part of a lineage that helps us live our life and embark on learning experiences. And for hundreds, even thousands of years, those who have walked on earth before us have prayed for a better life. We are an answer to those prayers. Even though we may no longer be on the physical plane, our ancestors are living through our choices and experiences. None of our ancestors had it perfect. After all, they were human too. They made poor choices. They had mistaken views. Many of their intentions were honorable, and many were not. And all of this held within the ancestral lineage, DNA, are many beliefs and ideas. So, researchers have been saying that our DNA actually can take us back at least 12 generations, at least 12. I can't remember the exact number, but and we hold genetic memories from our ancestors in our DNA. So anyway, but when someone decides to walk the spiritual path, whether they realize it or not, their life becomes an answer to the ancestral prayers. When this card comes to you, your life is an answer to the great ancestral call. You're going to be doing something that your ancestors always wanted to happen, and through you.
Making that money.
Yeah, making it big, but having a really good life, right? Making a mark in your life, right? It's not just about money, but it's who you are, and what are people going to remember about you when you leave.
Interesting. It's a lot to take in.
So I can even do
Yeah, let me take a picture, please. Thank you, man.
You're welcome.
One thing I did want to read again. I want to read this one again.
Okay.
The man holding the coin.
That's this one.
So interesting. Oh yeah.
You went to the beach. No wonder you're so happy. You're like, you're glowing.
Oh yeah.
You're glowing.
You. Oh.
And you're brown as a berry, as my mom would say. I'm going to say cut right here, all right? Because you don't have to put on a show for us today. And if there's something that I talk about that's personal and you want to cut it out, cut it out.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay? All right.
What makes you buy like a new pack?
I want different cards for different purposes, and to give me different messages. And this one kind of called to me because it's really different. It's not like any of this stuff at all. Like you can see, like the moon cards are very different, right?
Right.
The soul path cards are really different because they're way more in depth. They're really deep. Okay.